Hello everyone, this is Priyanka Kulkarni. Yes, our last video will get stopped due to some technical issues, so we'll start from this. In previous video, we was at the point of the plasmid classifications, and I told you about the 5 classes of the plasmid, like the F plasmid, R plasmid, cold plasmid, virulence plasmid, and the degradative plasmid. Okay, so F plasmid means what? F means fertility plasmid. Okay, yes. So then R means what? R means what? Resistance plasmid. Then cold plasmid, cold means what? E coli. Okay, cold, code for the colicin. It is a protein which kill the other bacteria. For example, its example is col E1. It is of the E coli. Okay, means in the E coli there is a col E1 names plasmid is there, which codes for the particular protein which is known as the colicin. And what is the property of this protein? This protein kills the another bacteria. Then next is the degradative plasmid. What is mean by degradative plasmids? This allows the host bacterium to metabolize the unusual molecules such as the toluene. Okay, then virulence plasmid. Virulence plasmid, it's confer the pathogenicity on the host bacterium. Okay, for example, Ti plasmid. Okay, so these are the some 5 classes of the plasmid, and now we are going to see the first artificially developed plasmid, which is known as the PBr322. Okay, so yes, PBr322. So yes, what is mentioned over in the slide? The features of a cloning vector. These are the some common features which are very essential in case of the cloning vector, like the ORI. ORI means what? Origin of replications. This makes the autonomous replications of the vector. It is a specific sequence of the nucleotides from where the replication will get started. And when the foreign DNA is linked to the sequence along with the vector replication, the foreign DNA also start replicating within the host cells. Okay, yes, means what? In vector, what is the purpose of the vector? We can insert our gene of interest. So when we insert our gene of interest and that vector get transformed into the particular host cells, then on that vector ORI is present. ORI is means what? It is a sequence of nucleotide from where the replication will get started. And when the replication will get started, along with the replication of that gene vector, it also replicate our gene of interest. Okay, then cloning sites. Cloning sites is a place where the vector DNA can be digested. Cloning site means what? We can call it as a restriction sites. Okay, restriction site where to which restriction enzyme can recognize and cut or digest, and the desired DNA can be inserted by some restriction enzymes. Yes, or it is a point of entry. Okay, in some cases there are multiple cloning sites, means multiple restriction sites are present. For example, up to 20 restriction sites are present in the one vector. Okay, so these are the few features of the cloning vector. In the figure we can see in the red color ORI site is given, and in the blue color drug resistant gene. Drug resistant gene, we can call it as a marker gene or reporter gene. Okay, yes. Yeah, so what is mean by the selectable marker? Selectable marker Means what? It is a gene which confers the resistance to the particular antibiotic or selective agents. Yes, the selectable marker genes, for examples, ampicillin resistant gene, tetracycline resistant genes, the genes are present on the particular vector, okay, which are helpful to recognize the transformed cells or the transformed host cells, okay. And this antibiotics are produced by the microorganisms, which will get harmful to the another types of the microorganisms. So what happened, this antibiotics which are present in the medium, they can harmful to that microorganisms, means E. coli, means our host cells, okay. So to avoid this E. coli, it must possess the particular type of the plasmid which has the selectable marker on it and which functions as a antibiotic resistance, means in the presence of that antibiotic also the host cells can survive in that medium. Due to what? Due to the presence of this reporter or the selectable markers, okay. Then yes, what is mean by the reporter gene or marker gene? A reporter gene, it is used in a cloning vector to facilitate the screening of successful clone by the features of these genes that allow the successful clone to be easily identified. Means for example, blue white screening, okay, means just to screen if our experiment is successful or not, okay, there is a particular gene that is called as the reporter gene. Then here some additional properties of vectors are mentioned, like it should be short and it should be small, then it should be compatible with the host cell and incompatible with the another types of the vector. It should become a high in copy number. It should able to express itself utilizing the host machinery, and it should be able to move under the two system like the prokaryotes and eukaryote systems also, okay. Yes, so plasmids, I already told you the good properties of the plasmid in previous videos, still we revise, okay. Plasmid is what? It is autonomously replicating circular double-stranded extra chromosomal DNA, okay, which is physically separated from the chromosomal DNA and which can replicate independently into the particular or into the appropriate types of the host cells. Yes, so they are most commonly found in the bacteria. Sometimes they are present in the archaea and the eukaryotic organisms also. The size of plasmid, it is varies from 1 to 200 kilobase pairs. The most general plasmid may be used to clone the DNA insert up to the 10 kilobase pair in the size. It should have the high copy number, okay. Then however, low copy number plasmid, it may be preferably used in certain circumstances, for example when the protein from the clone gene is toxic to the cells, okay. Examples are mentioned like the PBR 322, PUC 18, F plasmid, cold plasmid, etc. Yes, so here the figure of PBR 322 is mentioned, okay. So here the ampicillin resistance gene is shown, then tetracycline resistant gene is also there, and in this ampicillin resistant gene, okay, what is the size of this vector? What is the size of this PBR 322 vector? It is 4361 base pair, okay. What is the size? Remember the size, 4361 base pair in size, PBr 322. It has two selectable markers like the ampicillin resistant and the tetracycline resistant genes. Okay, in this ampicillin resistant gene, particular restriction site or the cloning site is present. And which is that cloning site? It is the PST1. Okay, then in case of the tetracycline resistant gene, there are the three different types or the many different types of the uh, uh, cloning sites are present. That is the CLA1, HIND3, BAMH1 and the SAL1. Okay, EcoR1 is also present in this tetracycline resistant, and the origin of replication is present on this PBr 322. This is the total structure of this PBr 322. Okay, what determine the choices of vector? So what is important to choose the particular type of the vector? So it should be the insert size, then the vector size. Okay, what you have to take in mind that what should be the insert size, what is the size of our gene of interest, then what is the size of the vector, then what is the restriction size, then what is the efficiency of the cloning. Okay, so these are some important point you have to take in mind while you have to select the particular type of the cloning vector. Yes, the nomenclature of this PBr 322, here P stands for, P is small. Okay, P stands for the plasmid. Then BR nothing but it is identify the laboratory in which it is originally constructed. Okay, and BR stand for the Bolivar and the Rodrich. These are the two researchers who developed this PBr 322. And 322 is what? It is a particular number. It distinguishes this plasmid from the another type of the plasmid which are invented into the same library. For example, there is another PBr 327. Okay, so we are going to study this PBr 322. What is the basic size? 4361 base pair in size. It has the two selectable marker, two antibiotic resistant gene, ampicillin resistant and tetracycline resistant. In this ampicillin resistant and tetracycline resistant, there are many cloning sites are present and origin of replication is also present. Okay, so why this PBr 322 is called as a very good cloning vector? Why? Because it is of the small size. It is a very important point. Why to small size? Because due to its small size, it is easy to manipulate and isolate. Then it is circular. Okay, if it is circular means it is more stable. Then replication, it is independent on the host cell. It is a basic property of the any vector. Then several copies may be present. Okay, then the frequently have the yes, it has the antibiotic resistance gene, so detection should be easy. Disadvantages are it cannot accept the large fragment. Why? Because it is actually too small. Then the size of the fragment ranges from 0 to 10 kb and the standard method for transformation are insufficient. These are the some properties of the good cloning vector. Means what? PBr 322 is good cloning vector because of this properties. Yes, advantages of this PBr 322. It is most commonly used plasmid in the gene cloning experiment. It is a very smaller than the other natural plasmid. Small size of it increases the uptake of bacteria during the transformation. And we can insert the 6 kb of the foreign gene into that particular vector. Okay, so what is the insert size of this vector? Insert size is 6 kb. Okay, got my point? Yes, so this is all about the PBR 322, which is a very important vector into this recombinant DNA technology. Okay, so this is about the plasmid. Okay, in our next video we'll go for the cosmid section. Okay, yes.